President of the Confederation of African Football has declared this year's African Nations Championship as the best ever edition of the competition. Speaking in Nairobi ahead of the finals, Patrice Motsepe lauded Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania for co-hosting the CHAN tournament for the first time.
And I also want to thank the presidents of Tanzania and the president of Uganda, and the governments and the people of Kenya, the people of Tanzania, and the people of Uganda for what, without a doubt, has been the most successful CHAN in the history of this competition. I saw some of the fan parks and the hundreds and thousands of people who couldn't go into the stadium and were watching the football in these fan parks. What is very clear is that the quality of African football is continuously improving, becoming more competitive and more world-class.
Kenyan President William Ruto hosted visiting FIFA boss Gianni Infantino at State House, Nairobi on Saturday ahead of the CHAN decider. CAF President Patrice Motsepe was also part of the delegation. Infantino is on his first ever visit to Kenya, one of the three co-hosts of the 2024 CHAN with Uganda and Tanzania, of course. During the State House visit, the World Football Body boss gifted Ruto with a ball and a FIFA jersey to express gratitude for his government's support of the tournament. And speaking at a press conference earlier, Infantino assured football fans from Africa and around the world not to be worried about visa restrictions into the United States to watch next year's FIFA World Cup.
Everyone will be welcome in Canada, Mexico, and the United States for the World Cup next year. We are working exactly for that. At the Club World Cup this year, we had fans coming in from 164 different countries without, of course, any problem. Obviously, there is a process to go through to obtain visas and so on, but this process will be smooth. It will ensure that those that qualify will be able to, of course, come with their fans. Volunteers obviously have to engage from Africa and from all over the world with the World Cup because it is an unforgettable experience, and we'll have tens of thousands of volunteers coming from all over the world, as always, in every World Cup. So we are working very hard to make this happen.
More on the 8th CHAN that has just concluded here in Kenya. I'm joined by Gladys Midecha, a sports television reporter based right here in Nairobi. Gladys, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us here on Sports Scene. Gladys, first of all, your thoughts on this tournament. I want to get your thoughts on this.
I think we've done well. We've done very, very well. The three countries together have done an amazing job to co-host this. I mean, you get to get a feel of East Africa when you, get a chance to travel in all the three countries. We have to give the fans their flowers, especially the Kenyan fans. They've done very well. Even in today's attendance, 45,028, that's not a small number for a team that is not in the final. And, when you look at that kind of atmosphere, it just tells you that we've done well. We have done well, I think, in my opinion, and I'm very pleased with how this CHAN has turned out. Is it the best? No, but I think we've done a very, very good job.
Not the best. Patrice Motsepe say it's the best.
Yeah, well, I think we had a few hiccups here and there. Had we probably sorted that out, I think we would have had a better CHAN. But now I understand why they say for you to host AFCON, you have to host CHAN, because the lessons that we've learned here have been massive. So according to him, it's the best. I think we've given them a very good atmosphere. So flowers to the three nations.
Indeed. Now, speaking of lessons, VAR, a hit or miss, how do you see it?
Wow. My opinion of VAR, it's like when it came to Africa, it's like flavor of the month. They're doing it. Let's also do it. But I think the challenge with VAR is that we're still learning about it. It was just used recently in the AFCON, this time in East Africa in CHAN for the first time. It's going to be used again in AFCON in December. And even as the referees learn about it, the question is, are we going to now adopt it in our leagues? Because that's the big contention. CHAN is about the players who play in the local league, and we want to see the league advance. The truth of the matter is the VAR is here to stay, so we need to have we don't have any other choice. We just have to adapt to it. It's just about the lessons learned, and as we continue to grow in Africa, especially in our refereeing and also in our understanding as media and as fans, we're going to get better at it. There's still human beings who are behind the machines, so we also have to, give them time and understand how, gives us a better perspective on how the referee thinks when he's on that pitch. So for me, I think it's a lesson and a learning progress.
All right, very quickly, Senegal, Sudan. What are your thoughts on those two ambitious teams?
I thought Sudan put up a great fight. I really wanted them to win, but Senegal, having won this competition in the last CHAN, showed why they wanted it more. I mean, you're a former champion. You want to put your best foot forward. You want to ensure that, live with a little pride. And that third place was what they fought for. Their goalkeeper got, of course, keeper of the tournament. They got the fair play team of the tournament. They did a lot of things, right? However, luck was just not on their side. The thing about tournament football is that you have to get it right, get your opportunities, score the goals, and at the end of the day, you go home victorious. It was a good run by Sudan, a team, when you look at their history, they only have 2 teams that are participating in their league, and they even play in Mauritania, not in their home, Sudan. So I think they have a good story to tell. It's a story of hope for all Africans. And if you look at that Sudan team, I think we should expect something bigger and better, especially with AFCON coming.
And then finally, before we let you go, a lot of money has been pumped into the CHAN tournament. And of course, there's a lot of prize money for players and teams. Do you think some of these millions should be put into lasting football structures across the continent? How do you see it?
I actually think that we should now reward the process, not just the whole tournament. Let's put more investment in grassroots football, into our leagues. Let's put more money into marketing. Earlier on, you asked me, what did we get wrong? When I look at the marketing of CHAN, I don't think it was properly done. When I look at the ticketing issue that we had, for example, here in Kenya, it wasn't properly handled. These things all need proper structures. For us to be able to host a big and successful tournament, we need to also ensure that our leagues are strong. If you look at how Morocco is performing, most of their teams are doing very well in the club championship football. If you look at Algeria, very strong teams each and every time we come to these competitions. So it's a lesson for teams in East Africa. Let's put more money in our local football and improve the infrastructure. You can have all the good infrastructure, but if the quality is not good, no one will come to the stadium. People want to watch quality football. The reason why people went for the final, it's because it was quality football. If you look at Madagascar and Morocco, they play similar football. It was very entertaining. I mean, it's a final of a 5-goal thriller, not one-sided. So people went for the entertainment. I believe they got their money's worth. And if we continue to invest in the process, I think we're going to get it right. Let's just not reward the end result. Let's reward the process. Proper structures, give coaches more training, give referees more training. The quality will definitely be higher and everyone will be happy.
All right, Gladys Medecha, thank you so much for your insight and analysis. Much appreciated.